When companies in the same industry propose merging with one another, they often claim that the merger will benefit consumers by increasing efficiency and therefore lowering prices. Economist Y.F. investigated this notion in the context of the United States newspaper market. She modeled a hypothetical merger of Minneapolis area newspapers and found that subscription prices would rise following a merger. Subscription prices would rise. So if two companies get together, people would actually have to pay more. Okay? Economists DF and FP have argued that research on the effect of mergers on prices has focused excessively on short-term effects, which tend to be adverse for consumers, as in tend to be negative for consumers, okay, which matches what text 1 said. Using the case of consumer banking in Italy, they show that over the long term, several years in their study, the efficiency gains realized by merged companies do result in economic benefits for consumers. So the people in 2 say it's adverse in the beginning but has economic benefits in the long term. Based on the text, how would F and P text 2 most likely respond to F's findings? They would recommend that F compare the near-term effect of a merger on subscription prices in the Minneapolis area with the effect of a merger in another newspaper market. No, it's not another market. It's near-term versus long-term effects. They would argue that over the long term, the expenses incurred by the merged newspaper company will also increase. No, that's a trick wrong answer. The expenses incurred by the company will also increase? No, it would have to be that somehow there are benefits to consumers in the long term. They would encourage F to investigate whether the projected effect on subscription prices persists over an extended period. I think that's the answer, yeah. Persists as in lasts. So they would say, sure, in the short term prices go up, but do they stay that way in the long term? They would claim that mergers have a different effect on consumer prices in the newspaper. No,